Let's check it out.
Yeah, and then usually we share everything afterwards. So which other cars have you been out in so far?
The Overfinch, the Range Rover.
Yeah, what do you think of it?
Nice car.
Yeah, nice car. Very expensive, but very nice. So let me give you a description of what you're sitting in. So currently this is our CS800. Now with the Mustang we have 5 main power packages, but then we also have a variety of cosmetic packages. So it's not all under the hood. It's not all about power, it's also about aesthetics and how the vehicle looks. The first of the power packages is the CS350. So that we take the EcoBoost engine, the 2.3, and we put a cold air intake and exhaust system. We also do ECU and engine remap, and that gives you about an additional 40 to 50 horsepower. You can stretch it further depending on the how strong you make the ECU upgrade. We go for sort of a middle ground setting because you don't want to over push the engine, you want to keep it running. The next of the stage is what we call the CS800. Now you may have seen that last year was the black convertible Mustang that we were going around in. That we also adds about 30 to 40 extra horsepower, and on the whole the majority of our customers, they do a front chin splitter, they do the side rockers and a rear valance, usually in carbon fiber. Gives it slightly more, sorry 1 second, I've just got to... So we get to the CS700. Now the CS700 is the stage 1 supercharger, gives you around 725 horsepower, and often when someone goes for a power package such as the CS700, often the suspension, brakes and other elements start to be considered. We approach it in a few ways. We don't just take we don't just build the car and sell it. We can take a customer's car who's already done some modification themselves, and then they can come to us and we can do the supercharging, or we can do the cosmetic separately. By no means does it all have to be done with us all in one go. But the common practice is, because with the supercharger we can install, we can assign a warranty. A lot of people that even build the cars themselves, they come to us for the supercharger because we can give them the warranty element. The interior wise, I don't know if you recall from the standard Ford Mustang, the standard Mustang has a large aluminium dashboard. Now it makes the interior feel very Ford, makes it feel slightly cheap, and this is a process where we take the original component and lacquer by lacquer, it takes about 2 weeks from start to finish, and we make it into a genuine carbon fiber piece. Other upgrades, the gear shift here is a sports performance gear selector. It's basically shorter than the original, therefore meaning that gear changes are quicker and more responsive. Also makes it easier to drive, I find, as well. Also in the interior, the very seats you're sitting on. Now the Ford Recaro seats, which is this design here, they in the UK market the cars do not come with the Recaro seats as standard, so we import the seats and we put them on to the UK. So yeah, we take the seats, we put them onto the UK system, so it still has the air conditioning and the heating, and it still has all the electrics. which if you'd imported the normal Recaro seat, you wouldn't have any of that functionality. This policeman really does not like me. He's already pulled me over like 4 times today. Okay, next is the exhaust. Now the exhaust is pretty cool. We have the option here, and you can get it on your camera if you wish. So within the application, I can open and close the valves in the exhaust, making it louder, quieter. So if I press off and rev the car, you hear that doesn't sound like much. I open them, and it's a completely different ball game. Now within the application, you have also the option to do it via RPM, so you can decide when there's a certain amount of revs on the meter that the valves will open. You can do it by percentage of throttle, and you can also do it by speed. So if the car is going at cruising speeds, you don't want to sound so loud, you want it to be, you know, slightly quieter, more of a road car, then you can configure the exhaust to have that set up. Or if you want it to be loud all the time, then simply you can leave it open. The final setting with the exhaust is what we call GeoMap. Now that has, so this has got the GeoMap. So the GeoMap basically means that you can put in your home address, and on your home address, is it coming for, eh? So you can put your home address in, and when you enter a certain area, so if you're within a certain region, then it will automatically close the exhaust. So, you know, if the police aren't really looking, maybe. These 2 guys were in front of me before. Where are you from?
Italy.
Italy, okay, fine. So the car from the factory is about 48,000 euros. And now once we finish after everything, it's 109,000 euros.
And then the top speed acceleration?
Okay, so the acceleration is under 4 seconds, horsepower 825, the top speed, when you configure the cars, you need to have 1,000 miles to have the engine properly running, so we hadn't had it properly running yet, so the top speed figure we do not know. Limited? No, that would be too boring.
So practically it's brand new, this?
Yeah. Well, no, it was brand new. It's now got quite near 1,500 miles. Yeah, that we've actually just bought that car back. We sold it to the owner, and he wanted to get rid of it, so we bought it back from him. The classic Mustangs are lovely. We see when people don't expect it, I'm scared of it. Macchina caffè.